what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready to go on the Group 3 race on Gran Turismo Sports. Now racing on in Nurburgring 24-hour track for 2 laps. So this is going to get everything we'll be able to get prepared to take some good qualifying time trial to begin. So let's go on the race entry to begin. So this one might be able to be ready to use the Mazda Atenza Group 3 with a total drama Livery Gwen on it, so this one might be able to have the balance of performance will be able to be checked until we will get started to begin. So this is going to be quite very excellent to be able to get started to take the practice to go in. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race and get started. So we're all set and ready to go to be able to have 2 laps around the race. So everybody is all set up to be able to get prepared. So this one might be able to take a lot of tough corners. We'll be able to race around the track. So this is going to make sure to be able to be prepared. Now this is going to be able to have the Atenza Group 3 is going to be able to go and get started for the warm-up, and then this is going to be able to take a lot of good intentions of the racing skills we might be able to go in. It will might be able to take some inside turns around the Grand Prix track and the National Highway, but it will have to be able to take a lot of huge pressure. We might be able to keep up the pace. We might be able to go in. Now we'll be able to take 2 laps around the Nurburgring 24-hour track. Is going to get everything to be prepared for. So going to make sure if we have to make everything perfect, this will might be able to drive faster. We might be able to have best of luck to all of us if we have to be able to make one good chance to be able to race to achieve for a successful moment. It'll be able to have a one good prep to be able to get ready. So we'll be ready to be able to get started for the race. This will might be able to take 2 laps around in the Nurburgring, so we will might be able to do perfectly. We'll might be able to have a lot of good sportsmanship rating. We'll might be able to increase. We'll keep up. The driver rating has to be able to do perfectly. Will also to be reached up on it. Now everybody is all set and ready to go. This is going to be able to stay on in 5th place. If possible, that this is going to be a lot of few speed. We might be able to go on the throttle. We might be able to go in. Now, just going to be able to wait for the rolling start until this will might be able to get started. After we take in the qualifying time trial, we will might be able to do the race entry before we will get started. This is going to be able to take that perfect moment of all the attempts. Will might be able to take a lot of chances for every driver. Will might be able to be in 1st place on any position. So let's go for it and get prepared. So this one might going on the green light will be able to make a good start. This is going to be able to go faster whenever it takes. It is definitely might be able to have a new type of the name for it. So it is definitely might be quite going in to be able to turn out to see it. Now, this is going to get everything. We might start on the 1st turn, so going to make sure that racing on the Grand Prix course layout is going to get everything. We might be getting toughened up on it. It is going to get everything to be well struggled, so going to make sure to keep it well maintained. We'll stay on the throttle, so okay, looks like there is going to be a lag problem going on, folks, so going to make sure to be able to ignore it. So we have to be able to have a good clean racing so nothing happens in. Oh man, well, looks like this is going to be quite disturbing to see it. Gonna make sure to keep an eye out, so we might be need that SR will go in to keep increasing, so gonna make it go faster. This is going to get everything has to be well possible to be made to do it. So it is definitely might be having a distraction, so this is going to be able to have a little lag problem whenever there is happening going on during this time of the race. Now, this is going to get everything to be well maintained. Will might be able to keep going faster, so this is going to be able to take plenty more time to be able to see it. So this is going to be able to keep on racing. Will also to be able to keep going out onto the Grand Prix and then entering onto the National Highway. So it will have to be able to keep well concentrated. So this is going to need that turn to be able to make one stabilizing. Will might keep an eye out. So better make sure watch the SR whenever it happens, because it might be able to decrease. Now, this is going to be able to take a little bit more hard turns to be able to go on. Gonna make sure, try not to go loosen up on it, because this is going to be able to take that turns will also to get toughened up. Gonna make sure, just this is going to get everything to be well. Hazard lights will might be able to be very well cautioned. So, gonna make sure to stay in 6th place. We might be able to have a common option goal that this is going to get everything going in. This one might be able to help out to be able to have the TCS to be turned off. So, hope this one might work. If possible, gonna switch it to 1 in case of a racing emergency that this is going to need to be able to take. Now, looks like let's just going to go in and keep going faster. So this one might be able to take that plenty of fuel. We might be able to keep it well monitored, checked. So it will have to be able to do it perfectly. We'll also to stay on it. That should do it. Gonna keep it up, and then this one might be able to do well. Hold on the throttle. We might be able to, one good racing practice, we might be able to be ready. But it's already did, so this is going to be able to take that turns. We'll also to keep monitor check on double cones that this is going to get everything we'll do perfectly. We'll also to do braking points as possible. Now looks like Side Gym and Dragon Force is now definitely might be giving a little determined struggle going on since they're using the GR Super Racing concept. So this is going to be quite going challenging to see how they go. So looks like this is going to be a 3-way battle to be able to be on 3rd place. Now looks like this is going to be able to see it. So every time during the race, whenever there is a disturbance for it, so maybe like a lag switch just definitely might be came by in the race, so that makes other racers upset. So well, at least that this is gonna might need to be able to keep it well careful, try not to mess up everything. So this is gonna get everything has to be able to keep it up on it. So luckily, gonna make sure to be able to stay racing. So luckily, currently using on the Mazda Atenza Group 3 is gonna get everything to be able to take that oversteer. We might be able to go for a front engine rear car. Is gonna get everything will be stay stabilized. We might be able to be on the inside. Well, good thing I also used the toll drama library to be able to race on the Nurburgring, so that will might be able to have a good challenge. We'll also to begin. Now, this is going to get everything. We'll stay on it. Better have to keep straighten up on the speed. Gonna make sure to find a good inside turns. We'll also to stay on track. We'll also keep going on the pace. Now, this is going to be able to do perfectly that this is going to be able to take a lot of speed skills for any Group 3 car. Will might be able to do well on any track. So, going to make sure that this is going to be able to keep pushing it on the acceleration. This one might be able to keep it well monitored to be able to be engaged. So, the rear mirror will might be able to keep an eye out. So, this one might be able to take on board. So, here comes the paper corner, the carousel. So, this is going to be on the way. Alright, so looks like that was definitely might be pretty hard to get. So, well, that's going to be very careful. So, 2-second penalty. So, this is going to be a very hard time. And so, going to make sure to keep it hold out for it. Now, that was definitely might be pretty bummer to see it. So, it happens all the time. So, this is going to be able to make sure, because this is going to be a very bad opportunity, that this is going to be a very hard collision. So better make sure that this is going to be able to take a lot of time for it. So having a lot of mistakes is going to be happens all the time. So better make sure, try not to get any disrespectful chat comment going on so during this time of the race. So this is going to get everything to be a little bit heated up on it. So trying to make sure to be very respectful to each other, because this is how it also might be able to get loosened up on it. So gonna make sure to have that TCS to be turned on to be in one in case. So PCS 0 will might be able to go faster. So gonna make sure that this is gonna be able to have a lot of safeties first. We might be able to go in, but it is gonna be able to take a racing challenge. Has to be able to take that determined. Will go contestant. Well, at least that this is gonna be able to do a little better. Well, so yeah, it is going to be able to have a little bit more time. That's just going to be able to be very careful not to do any full contacts by trigger any collision. That's going to be having a little problem out there. So going to make sure that this is going to be able to have a practice on the race, that this is going to get everything will get started. So this will might be able to have 2 laps. We might be able to make it better for short. So well, this is going to be able to have for the import. So think that this is going to be able to have 3 laps, so only on the manufacturer series in the Nations Cup as well. So this is going to be able to have everything needs to be able to make sure to keep it well exercise caution. So looks like this is going to be on the way onto the penalty line, so I have to slow down to be able to force the speed reduction. So hazard lights might need to turn on. Okay, so it looks like Jim is now going to be able to coming in, so looks like I'll have to let him pass. Now, looks like this is going to be able to turn out well to see it, so not what it seems. So this is going to be able to have that hazard light needs to be able to turn off for a while. So, well, it is going to be able to take a lot of challenging race to see it. So, well, if possible, so this is going to be able to have a pit stop would be needed. So this will be able to have a good time to be able to go in. But it will might be possible, so just going to make sure that this is going to be able to stay on by using the fuel map. So just in case that this is going to get everything needed to be able to save amount of fuel, so this will might be able to go in. Now, this is going to be able to be back in onto 6th place, so just going to keep it well careful. So hope nothing else to want to get decreased sportsmanship rating might be able to come to effect on it. So, but having a lot of mistakes is going to be a very tough one, folks. So, well, it is definitely might be able to have every segment will also to have the duration, but don't want to have anything compromised that this is going to get everything to be well challenging up. So that will might be able to have almost ruining the whole segment of the race. So unfortunately, gonna make sure to keep an eye out on anything happens. So maybe like a lag switch that we just definitely saw since the start of the race by lap number 1. So yep, that's definitely might be getting a little bit disturbing to see it. So just gonna make sure to ignore it, because this is going to need to keep focusing on the race. We might be able to make our way to go in onto the driver rating. We might be able to increase. Now, this is going to get everything will go on the throttle. We might be able to stay on it. So, well, hope this is going to be able to do well for it. So, the Gwen-Atenza Group 3 will might be able to keep going faster. We might be able to be on in 6th place. So this is going to be able to take a lot of skill sets. We might be able to stay on it. Going back onto the notion of airbase. So this one might be able to make it perfect, since having a lot of little accidents and collisions going on. So gonna make sure to keep it well careful, because it always happens on a few other moments on each crashes. It is going to be very tougher. It gets to be able to stay careful to see it. Okay, looks like Dragon Force is slowing down, so gonna make sure to keep it well maintained. So gotta slow down, so gonna keep it well careful. Just keep hanging on your grip, Dragon Force 29. You need a lot of focus to be able to stay on it, so this will might be able to maintain the pace. We might be able to go in. Now, looks like, let's check on the fuel. So, looks like fuel is at 29%. Gonna make sure to keep it well monitored checked, so gonna make sure to be on lean. So, this will might be able to help. So I could probably able to save but well manage on the fuel. It's always gonna be able to take that strategy. We'll also need the fuel map. We might be needed in case, so don't want to get slowed down. this will might need it to be able to stay faster, will might be able to keep it up, will also to stay stabilized, will might be able to get in on the pace. Well, unfortunately, this is going to be able to go in by the next race, so this is going to need to take plenty more lean position, has to be able to hang in, so this will not be able to stay on it. Okay, pretty good to be able to stay on it for taking a good turn, so this one might be need to stay in 5th place, we might be able to get started. Now, this is going to get everything Will might need it to stay in, so, well, fortunately, this is going to be able to get a little bit depleted by 23% to go, so now on 22%. This is going to be able to take that throttle. Will also stay on it, so this is going to be able to make it nice and slow. Will might be able to keep it hang. Gonna make sure to keep it well throttle out, high out there. Don't want to make any spin outs, so gonna need to take a little bit nice and slow. Just going to find a good passive trait. Will might be able to have a driving skill. Will also to go in. Now, looks like getting a little bit halfway there, so this is going to get everything. Will might get in on the halfway. This has to be able to keep trying. Will might be able to stay on it, so going to be able to go on to lead number 6. So this one might be able to give a little extended. So this is going to be able to make it well endured, to be able to make it for one last moment. So it'll be able to run out of gas soon whenever it's going to be reached at 0%. Now, this is going to be able to have a tough challenge. Survive this race in 6th place. Will might be on the way, so this is going to be able to take that distance. Will might be able to go in. Will deal with the fuel, so ignoring about the opponent. So this is going to be able to have about the fuel. Will might be needed to take the chance. It's going to be able to go in. Gonna make sure to slow down, so gonna make sure to use it very wisely. Still going on in the SR. This is going to be able to take a little bit more possibilities. We might be able to try again for this next race. So this one might be able to keep it well managed on the fuel. So this is definitely might be needed in case that this is going to be able to have a well management, to be able to have everything to be well checked, to be in case. %% remaining, so this is going to be able to take a little bit more long distance. We might be able to get there. Well, I hope this is going to be able to have a result after this race will be finished. So just going to keep trying because this is going to get everything will go faster. So this is going to be able to take a lot of duration for only one segment. So don't want to get everything a little cut up. So that might be getting a little upset for this one. So gonna make it perfect, folks. Every video segment has to make one good perfect moment. We'll be able to enjoy it because that will be able to have something to say. Why do you cut up the first part of the half? So, well, it's going to be a difficult explain to say it because this is going to be able to have one race only. So, just going to make sure to be able to take a lot of possibilities. Is going to get everything needs to do it well for. Just going to make sure that everything has to be able to have a one good balanced opportunity. We might be able to enjoy the moment. We'll be able to have a good race. So just going to make sure to be able to keep trying. We're always going to be able to do the best for it. So, well, going to make sure to be able to have an 8th place finish. So going to make sure to be able to learn the speed management on the fuel. So this one might be able to need to be able to help out for. Okay, here, coming in from behind, so looks like gonna do the right thing. I know. I have to do the right thing, folks, because I had to be able to make well managed on the fuel, so gonna make sure to be able to keep it well managed after this. So this is gonna be able to take a lot of few paces, gonna need to be able to hang on for. So this is gonna might need to be able to learn for a lot of few moments of this pace. Will might be able to keep trying, will also stay on it. So fuel is at 70%, so this is gonna be able to make it well finished. So it'll be able to run out of gas soon. So this is going to be able to reach up until this is going to be able to have a 9th place finish. So currently in 10th place. Gonna make sure to be able to make one good overtake. Will might be able to take the last stand. Will might be able to go in. So this is going to be able to have a conclusion part of the segment of the race. Will also need to take. So this is going to get everything will press on. So gonna take that final stretch. Will might be able to get nearly there. So gloves are coming up, so this is gonna be able to hang in there. So just gonna get everything to be changed up into power 1. So well, this is gonna be need to be able to do a lot of racing skills. We might be need to take a fuel management. We might be able to see it. So well, looks like this is gonna be able to have a 9th place finish. So much for getting in onto the top position. It's gonna be very difficult to be able to have a good race with a fuel management. We might need to be able to keep it well managed to keep up on it. So it's already did for taking a daily workout complete. So good thing that this is going to be able to take a lot of practice. We might do perfectly well for. So yep, looks like everything is doing fine. So everybody did good on the sportsmanship rating increase. So looks like this is definitely might be doing good. So it'll be able to make sure that this is going to be able to needs to do a lot of practice on the Nurburgring, since we did pretty good since every race on the manufacturer series. So it'll be able to make sure that it was definitely need to take plenty more times to be able to drive faster. Will might need to be able to have a lot of fuel management to be able to keep it well maintained, to keep up on the increase. Will also to do perfectly well better. Gonna keep up on it. So gonna make sure to be able to drive faster. Will might be able to do better. Will also might need to have any percentage on any fuel. Will might be able to take the power and the lean. Will also to be staying on the good balanced condition when going on the top position as well. So everything is doing good, but everything is going tougher as usual. So this will might be able to have everything. Will might need to be able to keep up, or having a good race. Will also might need to be able to have a lot of fuel map will be needed in case. So power or lean, that this is going to be able to have a lot of choice to be able to keep holding in. Will might be able to endure it. So gonna make sure to keep an eye out on the percentage of the fuel whenever it's going to be reached up to 0. That's going to be a tough one to be able to wait until the race will be over soon. So gonna make sure, folks, keep a good eye out on any fuel whenever you're gonna need to use the fuel map. So this will might be able to keep up. Will also to be able to maintain during this time of the race. If possible, to going into the pit stop as well. Will might need to be refueled for only 1 lap. So options will be matter. Will might be able to have a choice to be able to be made. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the daily race on Gran Turismo Sports, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.